Hello, everybody. Welcome back to FSRickNews and Invader's nightly news and weather forecast for December 22nd, 2020. This is just a reminder. This is December 22nd, 2020 broadcast, and why I'm doing this late is because I didn't have a lot of time today, and I have a lot of things in my life, but I'm still able to do a late video, and this might be helpful because we'll get to see the forecast models and the latest details and updates here on FSRickNews. Let's get into the video. So right now we have a lot of major updates changes. First with the updates is we do have a high wind warning in effect in the north central US region here. So in the north central US and around the western North Dakota, central North Dakota, northern and southeastern South Dakota, and central Nebraska to northern Platte, and northwestern Kansas and eastern central Colorado. As you can see, there are high wind warnings in effect in these areas. So, as you can see, there is high wind warnings going on in these areas. In the north and central areas here of North Dakota, South Dakota, seeing it, Wyoming, parts of Wyoming there, and Montana, and Kansas, Nebraska. This is what we're all seeing here on FSRickNews. And something we don't see a lot, we do have a blizzard warning in effect, and winter storm warning, and we do have winter advisory and a winter storm watch in effect in these areas. Then we also have a winter storm watch in these areas. I'll get to that update now. So right now we do have blizzard warning in effect in these areas. Looks like we have a lot to go to talk about here. So let's get to the blizzard warning here. Looks like a blizzard warning is in effect for these areas here. Snow can continue with strong northwind winds of 30 to 40 miles would develop behind the cold front. Gusts of 60 miles are possible across western Minnesota, with 15 to 55 mile gusts far to east. Considerable blowing and drifting snow and whiteout conditions are expected. Trouble will become very dangerous Wednesday night. Wind chills dropping to 20 below to 35 below zero will be especially dangerous to those that may become stranded. So this is something we need to be taking action as we're expecting powerful weather expected in Alaska in the lower 48 states. We're expecting high winds, snow, and wind chills up to negative 55 degrees are expected in these areas, and blizzard warnings are in effect. So, continuing the GFS model, let's check the old run here. So we have again the old run here. Well, we gotta watch on this one. So this is the same system causing the Christmas winter storm will produce snow behind with a blizzard setup. Like I told everyone, I knew there would be blizzard setup, and yes, there's a blizzard warning in effect. Now, after watching those low pressure moving up north, we will be seeing snow as far south as northern Georgia here, and parts of northern Alabama could see that snow, and heaviest snow should be along to the east side of the snow band system, as you see on the GFS model. We're just watching very closely on these low models and how it's going to say, and we're watching that cold Arctic blast here coming into the United States. That cold front should be bringing the coldest temperatures of the season. So we're watching really closely on the system, as that solar system will continue to bring the heaviest snowfall in the northeast. This is where we're seeing the heaviest snowfall. It's going to continue through Christmas Eve evening through Christmas Day morning. This is why we're watching the craziest snow of the season and the coldest Arctic blast here. With the latest details of these tomorrow, as we track it, Meteorologist Invader will be there for latest details. So let's look at the GFS model here, seeing the forecast. North Central US here, we're watching the heaviest amounts in this range of 3 to 5 inches. Some areas right here around parts of central and northern Minnesota, they could see amounts up to 6 to 10 inches of snow, maybe 12 or 15 inches of higher amounts as we're watching this blizzard warning in effect. Some of these areas here we're watching, they could probably see up to 5 inches, maybe 10 inches possible in these areas with the blizzard warning. So we're just watching very close on the GFS model how this is going to work out, because we got the latest news and details as this colder comes in. Watching the shaded air, the Arctic blast season, it's going to be definitely cold. You can tell by the wind chill, it's going to be really cold. And even these areas, the wind chills could be in the negative 30s, 40s, maybe negative 50s. So it's going to be really cold wind chill as that Arctic air comes in, that cold front behind it. It's be pushing into Christmas, on Christmas Eve morning to Christmas Eve afternoon to Christmas Eve evening to Christmas Day morning and afternoon hours. This is what we're watching here very closely. It's going to be really very crazy we have to watch. So stay tuned with the latest developing updates here on FSRickNews because we're tracking a lot of going on right now as we're watching the system. As the cold air pushes out, it's gonna be really cold down south. So let's look at the models here. Total snowfall rates. So nothing has changed a lot, but possible accumulation up in these areas. We could see some accumulation in this area. One, probably two amounts higher to one to trace up snow in these areas. And maybe northern Alabama could probably see a 1 inches higher. Maybe trace of snow possible. In the central Tennessee areas and parts of Tennessee, they could probably see up to 1 inch or 2 inches or 3 inches higher possible to trace up snow. And look at the cold air going on here. Let's rewind. As the cold front comes in, it's gonna be definitely cold on Christmas morning, with temperatures in the lower 30s to the upper 20s, mid 20s, lower 20s, into the teens in the south, to the upper teens, mid teens. It's gonna be really cold in the south, as you can see on the model run here. Let's go to Christmas Eve morning. That cold air doesn't arrive into Christmas afternoon when that rain thunderstorm pushes in the south. And that snow flurries could be possible as that system pushes in. So just gonna have to watch it and wait and see what we're expecting here. And look at the looking at the 12Z run at the 7 a.m. Christmas Eve morning. That cold air front should be pushing in through probably on December 25th. Great on time as another low pressure from the Gulf of Mexico should be coming up to bring that snow system. The heaviest will be along to the east side of the system. So this is what we're watching, the coldest air of the season on 7 a.m. December 25th. We're going to see that snow system pushed into the area. Total snowfall rates as we're watching, it's going to be snowing in these areas. Higher amounts up to 10 to 15 inches possible in the central Pennsylvania areas here, parts of the eastern Ohio regions, Ohio valleys, and much of central and northern West Virginia, and much of West Virginia, northern, south, parts of central, northern West Virginia could see the heaviest snow events, but it could be probably up to 8 to 10 inches higher, maybe 15 inches higher in those areas. Now, let's just get a closer view of what we're watching with the snow system to be more specific here. As we're watching that cold air coming in, it's gonna start snowing soon in those areas. Now, this is gonna be all changing as that strong developing low pressure from the Gulf of Mexico, bringing all that thunderstorm, will push all the snow up at that low end. And we look up to north central U.S. As you can see, the heavy snowfall trends, and this low pressure should be pushing up this way. And as we're watching up here in the northeast U.S. with that snow system too. So this is what we're basically all watching here on FSRickNews. Watching that snow coming in, the heaviest snow. So this is all for Invader's Night News and Weather Forecast. Hope you guys enjoy, and I'll see you guys next one. Alright guys, stay safe and enjoy. I'll have new updates coming out tomorrow. Be sure to like, subscribe, and share, and hit all notifications to get more news updates here on FSRickNews. This is all from Invader's Night News and Weather Forecast. I'm meteorologist Invader here at FSRickNews. Have the latest news and weather forecast coming out tomorrow on the latest updates, as models will continue to change as we get closer to Christmas Eve and Christmas Day on its upcoming Christmas winter storm. I'm meteorologist Invader. Thank you guys for watching. Hope you guys enjoy. Bye guys.